reverberations and painful feedback. With tinnitus, we get into a very sensitized state, so we're over focused on a part of the nervous system that feels raw and frayed and really detecting too much, just too in tune with something that we want to switch off and ignore. And when we're in this hypersensitive state, it's very common to have reactions going on inside the head that you've never felt before. So, for example, if a truck goes past, you you can feel like a vibration or a painful echoing of the sound of the truck. The sound can go in and get a bit distorted and be a bit painful. Or you can hear a high pitched squeak and then it kind of carries on inside your head and bounces around painfully like a strange film. So all of this hypersensitivity, if you drop a knife on a sink, it can cause that horrible hyperacusis sensitivity where it literally feels painful, or the sound clanks around in your head. All of this can go. It's really common with people with tinnitus to get lots of strange reverberations and sounds and mufflednesses, listening down pipes underwater through rugs. It's quite extraordinary what we all experience. But this is just hypersensitivity. So when your system settles, your auditory responses go back towards normal. So please, I know it's easy for me to say this, try not to worry about it. It's much better to put your attention into calming and settling your system. And in my view, there's nothing better than having safe hands on your head, helping to discharge that shock and trauma and drop the tissues into stillness and smooth, comfortable calmness. That's why I recommend cranial sacral therapy so much. But any good body-based practitioner can do this, can help you. So you've got finger pressure, shiatsu, you've got acupuncture. Having a really good massage can be helpful too. I think very specific ones like chiropractic, osteopathy, cranial sacral therapy, acupuncture are really good because you have to have a very good working knowledge of physiology and anatomy, and you have to really know what you're connecting to, and you've been trained to feel very specific movements in very specific places, and that's very helpful for letting go. So one other thing to say is that when we're in the super sensitized state, we become aware of the more subtle realm, and for people who are shut down or have never experienced this or lack sensitivity, they won't know what we're talking about here. But the energies can be a very powerful experience. So you can feel things flowing, you can feel things floating, you can feel things buzzing, vibrating, you can feel things going very hot, very cold, very shaky, very trembly. You're not going mad. This is just an energetic awareness. It's common bread and butter for people who do body work or who have done some work on themselves or are spiritually or energetically aware. When you're in this super sensitized state, it's very common to feel this. So once again, don't worry about this, but put all your energy and focus into calming, soothing and settling, and please get hands-on help to soothe the tissues around the temporal bones, the temporal mandibular joint, the jaw. This whole level from the cranial base all the way around is really tremendously soothed and soothable with hands-on contact.